extension of an LED red, green, blue strip that I'm putting around the windows. So here's basically my wiring harness up to the window, and we have, right, left, top, bottom, and a midsection to the window. So I'm going to just show you and share with you how I actually make these harnesses. So you'll see here I pre-stripped the end of this already, and what I've also pre-stripped is the LED red, green, blue conductor connector piece. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to individually take the connection for the LED connector end to the extension wire. I'm taking black to black, give me some trouble here. You've got to work a way to be more efficient. Red to red. Green to green. And blue to yellow. And the reason that is because when I purchased the wire, the volume of wire that I purchased, I could not find red, green, blue wire, so I had to go with red, green, yellow, and black. So now that I got all these individually twisted together, I want to cut off the ends, make them a bit shorter, because I intend to solder each of these ends. So now that they're individually reduced, I have nice blunt ends, and I want to flux the ends before I solder them. So basically I have a little tray here, put some flux in here, so I can quickly dip these four ends into the flux so that the solder will run. Bring them together a bit and dip them into the solder pot, keeping them separated in case they run together. We don't want them to do that. So what I've done here is individually soldered those in batch with the help of that soldering pit there. Very nice tool when you're doing a volume of soldering. So then what I want to do is I want to individually insulate these from one another. So I have some pre-cut strips on my bench where when you do enough of these you sort of get a habit of finding ways to make the volume that you do quicker. So what I'm doing here is taking about 1/2 inch to 5/8 inch strips of white electrical tape and just cut them on the bench with a utility knife so I can quickly get little squares. 5/8 to 1/2 inch so I can easily cover those soldered ends. So where you want to make sure you cover all areas of this as best as you can. And there's one end sticking out the top. So now that you individually wrapped all of those, you want to bring them together. And you want to make those a blunt end so it looks more like your straight on kind of connection for their window. The reason I'm using white electrical tape here is because my trim is white and I'm enforcing the connection here by pulling it tight all the way down to the end. So there what you have is an enforced soldered connection that extends your LED strip down to your controller box. Again, pretty rigid for the different seasons that we have up here, from hot to cold, and then also I look at it as very, very efficient and sturdy for disconnecting at year's end, especially when you're on top of the ladder. So this will make up the complete harness for one window, both ends. Thanks.